Welcome back. It may be wet and cold outside with the snow falling overnight here, but Charlie and Sharon take us back to greener days in this week's In the Garden.
Charlie, look at the pink on this tree. I don't think I even know what this tree is.
This is a Ficus sylvatica.
Okay.
A tricolored beech. So this is kind of an unusual tree to have around here because it tends to be a tree that likes it a little bit warmer, but things are getting warmer.
And it was warm this summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this tree has been around for 30 years, this tricolored beech. And what's beautiful about it is that it's a big beech, but not as big as some of the beeches you'll see down in southern New England, places like that.
Sure.
But it also has 3 different colors on the leaves. The green leaves have a little white and a little pink on them.
Beautiful.
Matches your shirt really nicely.
I planned it.
Good job. But the other fun thing about this tricolored beech is all the plants that are underneath it.
Yeah.
And this is a great example of how to do shade-loving ground cover plants to make it really look interesting underneath. So you have everything from the bruneras with their nice silvery foliage and those heart-shaped leaves.
Yeah.
And then a beautiful blue-green of the junipers that are over there just kind of creeping like the blue rug. Those are a couple of different kinds of junipers you could use for that. And then you can also see there's whole swaths of heaths and heathers, which underneath this tree, they like it a little shady, and it's protected from the winds and the cold and everything. And they're flowering. They're doing okay here.
They're doing great.
Really nice. And then they have all kinds of ground covers that are under here. Some things are not blooming, like the hellebores quite yet, but you have other kinds of creeping sedums that are here too. So
rocks and moss, that's a nice touch too.
And rocks and yes, using what nature gives you is a really nice touch. And they have a good example of, if you have a rock there, no one have to pull them all out, leave it there. And if it's in the shade, eventually moss is going to come. You can actually propagate that moss too by throwing it in a blender with a little buttermilk and just blend it all up and spray it on the rocks. And
voila.
if you have the right location, it'll start growing. So yeah, using what nature gives you. Of course, there's ferns in here. There's a Japanese painted fern, but just regular ferns that you see, nice green ferns that are growing around here. Allow nature to kind of decide what's working, what's not working. So often we try to force things on it. We try to force the ground cover in an area. But by trying different things and seeing what takes and doesn't take, then you have an idea of how you can have a beautiful ground cover setting without a lot of work.
Beautiful.